Hey guys, it's Mandy Gatlin with Be Passionate and Prosper. And today I thought that I would share some of my tips before I head off to take my dogs to the park. That's always my break in the middle of the day. But I thought that it would be fun to share some of my tips for specifically for writing content that connects. And this can be helpful for anything, especially if you're trying to start a blog or start a business. But it's basically writing from your heart and thinking of the person on the other end of it and thinking of them as your best friend. And the reason that this is so effective is because when you're technically marketing to, your people out there, your potential clients, you want to strike a chord in those people. And what I found, especially with my coaching business, is that it's really important to find a way to talk about things that really matter to them. And so one of probably my best tips for people who are trying to connect with their audience or their clients is to think about their pain points. And, we hear a lot about create an avatar. And yes, that is very important. That's very helpful. I think a lot of people get confused about how to create an avatar and what is an avatar. I see it a lot when people ask me about, well, there's many different things that I like to either write about or I have products for. And do I have to have a different avatar for each of those people? And my answer to you is no. I have many different blogs, and one of them in particular is a spiritual coaching blog where I help people, I work with them. But what I do is I specifically think of one person when I write my content. And so I would challenge you to try this. Go on your favorite social media. Mine is Facebook. I do really well with Facebook. I know a lot of people do better with Instagram or all of these others that are out there, Twitter and everything. I do really well with Facebook. So what I do is when I am thinking about my client, maybe I'm just sitting having lunch, or maybe I just worked with a client even, right after that or during lunch, during a break of mine, I'll go into my notes in my phone and I'll pick a topic, just a couple of words that is a pain point to that person, something that they're struggling with or some belief that they have, some problem that they're trying to solve. And then I will just talk to them line by line, sentence by sentence. I'll just write in my notes and I will just talk to them as if they were my best friend. And I'll just open up with them and let them know. Now, I'm doing coaching in that, so it's kind of giving them a little example of, what I'm about, what I'm going to help them through, my personality, what they'll get out of working with me. They get a lot in that little snippet of information, and I let it go. I just write from my heart, just as if I was talking to a best friend who needed my help, someone who's sitting next to me and is, desperate for solving this problem. So that would be my best tip to you, is to really think about one person. They can have many attributes about them. They will. And that's important too, because you want to have many topics to talk about. There should be an overall theme. for that person or for that avatar, whoever you're thinking about. There should be an overall theme that you stick with. I think it's okay to experiment and try things here and there, but you'll see that you always end up coming back to this one overarching theme. And I'm even thinking about when I had my first business, which was a balloon and helium supply company. And one of the stories I tell, or one of the things that I remember really strongly about that business, was when I first started it, I thought that my client, my ideal client, was somebody who needed balloons, because it was a balloon and helium supply company. And so when I went to do my advertising, back then it was the yellow pages, and you would just put a very small ad in the yellow pages. And so I put my ad under the word balloons, because I thought that was the word that people would turn to or go to who needed balloons and helium. And what ended up happening was I spent a lot of money per month, was trapped in that marketing, in that ad for a year. And I ended up discovering, within a few phone calls, which was really sad that I couldn't test this out. And now with the internet and the ability we have to test things out, that's the other thing I would tell you to do, is don't be scared to try something for a little bit and then change it. But back then I didn't have that ability. I was trapped for a year with this ad. And within a few phone calls, people were calling me and basically saying, I need 10 balloons delivered to my door. And I was like, oh no, this is not my ideal client. I already knew even what my ideal client was. It was businesses that would have us deliver a helium tank and balloons, set it up for them, show them how to use it, and then they would use it. So my client was a client that was spending a lot more money than someone who was, say, having me deliver 10 balloons to their door. So I made a big mistake with that ad, but I wouldn't have known until I tried. And so some of this, yes, you are going to have to experiment. You're going to have to put ads out there, Facebook ads, or use Instagram ads. You're going to have to test the market out and learn as you go. The reason that I tell you to speak from your heart like you're speaking to a best friend and really think about the ideal client ahead of time is because you can save yourself a lot of mistakes and a lot of money, and you can try to pinpoint how to speak to or reach out to that ideal client first. So in my case, just by tweaking, and instead of putting an ad under the word balloons, the next year came around, we were able to put an ad under helium. That was the thing that changed our business. I was able to then, the business took off. We had people finding us more easily. And then of course, that's right when the internet was starting to take off as well. We created a website. We knew who we needed to speak to in our website, in our marketing. And so, and even when we went out to find customers, we were able to target the right people. So we found businesses and we showed them and displayed to them and gave them even like a free round of balloons and showed them, like, this is what we do for you. We drop off a helium tank, we give you the balloons, we show you how to use them. It's useful for you in your marketing. We would tell them even like to test out, put out the balloons, and then we'll come back and we'll talk to you about what colors worked and how we can improve it for you. So you build a relationship over time with those people, but of course, first you have to pinpoint the right person or the right people or the right businesses, whoever it is that you want to work with. And what I would suggest to you is to think about people who can afford, you know, working with you. Now, that's not to say that even people who claim, I'm having a hard time, I don't have money, that they can't find a way to pay, because they can. If somebody needs your services, they can charge it to their credit card. They can get a loan from a friend. They can go even on PayPal now. PayPal offers, I think, a 6-month deal where you can get a loan from PayPal. It's like a credit card and you get 6 months free interest. So there are many, many ways for people to pay. So I wouldn't have you, don't let that hold you back. But I would say to think about who really is your ideal client and really talk to them. Really journal and list out all of their pain points, all of the things that they want help with, and then create content around that. So create blog posts, create emails, create videos, create podcasts, whatever it is you want to be speaking to them and really helping them out with those pain points and giving them tips, all of that stuff. So that's the best tip that I have for you guys on content. I just wanted to share that to kind of give you something to work with, especially if you are creating your business. This is something that you can take from this video. You can play with it and run with it. And if you need help, please reach out. If you need just a tip to get you going, definitely leave comments below. Let me know what you're working through or what you're working on, or who you think your ideal client is, and let's get some brainstorming going. I'm sure that people who read these posts are probably in the same boat that you are, and you're going to get help from them. You're going to get help from me. So definitely leave your comments below, leave your questions below. You can feel free to reach out to me by private message. You can reach me at my website, which is bepassionateandprosper.com. I will put a link to that website in the more information below, as well as many other helpful tips. I usually put a ton of helpful stuff below, so check that out too. And make sure to subscribe to this channel. Just take a moment to do that, because I'm always sharing information. My goal with this website, with this video series, is to help you guys learn how to earn more, save more money, and live a more free life. So my goal with that is to give you as much information as possible, to give you tips to help you succeed and to have a great free lifestyle. All right, so please subscribe, hit the bell. Even the bell allows you to get notifications when we have a new video pop up. Okay, thank you so much for visiting and joining for this video on how to get great content and get it out there to your ideal client. All right, and I'm off now. You guys can't see my little doggies in the back. They're so good. That's Cashew, and the other one is Sugar. They look kind of sad, but they will be very happy soon. They love the park. So I'm gonna go right now, but thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Okay, guys. Arm. Hey, park. Oh, Shuggy. Siggy! Siggy! Did you have fun? Did you have fun at the park? Did you have fun? Yeah? Okay. Say goodbye. Till next time. Bye-bye.